welcome to the Ricky Rod Show. I'm glad you came back to see me again. So here's a little story I got to tell about these three men. They went to jail and they made a history, and then I shot them all fucking three. Yeah. So, top of the line, top of the day, I just got to say that, housing matters has really come through. And, we really thank you for all that you've done there because you've actually pulled us out of the grudge of despair and gave us a little bit of hope. So, hopefully, at the end of the day, that's going to continue to go on. You guys are great. Yeah, and then all I can say is, so this guy walks into this bar, and the bartender turns to him and says, "Hey, why long face?" What are you gonna do, right? So, you know, uh, I was walking down the street with my dick in my hand. I found out I was badass motherfucking Santa Cruz man. Well, it's good that I can laugh at my own jokes and you laugh at me. Uh, so there's a lot of people that I'd like to get on the podcast that will make things pretty colorful and exciting. But the one thing that I want everybody to know that this podcast, on a serious note, is going to be mostly and continuously about our government and the way that it's treating us and the way that we're just closing our eyes blindly and letting them lead us into, stagnation. You got to figure it this way: the one percenters are real out there. They're the ones that actually are in government, making it so that all the rules apply to them and don't work for us. This big, beautiful uh, bill that they passed is so beautiful it should stay in hell where it was created. But when you got Lucifer himself, the one up there signing the bills, what are you going to do? We all were tricked into believing that Donald Trump was going to be the guy that comes in and he saves everything. But I mean, seriously, you're going to put your hands together and put them out for Donald Trump when he does nothing. There's no way that he could do things that he was promising everybody, and everybody was believing it, falling for it like they were, flies on crap. So that's why I want you to understand that this is going to be a serious note for conversations regarding things that are going on in the government, things that are not going to be for the people. Now, we want to put our thoughts and minds out to, and hearts and minds out to all the soldiers that are fighting for us. And, they, for the majority, they believe in democratic uh, country. They fight for our rights. They fight to keep us safe. That's everybody, including from the Secret Service, the CIA, the FBI, even NSA. At the end of the day, they're out looking out for us. The real American governmental people, the ones that were supposed to be put in government and government being made for us, the people, whereas we are the ones that are supposed to rule our government. But right now, they're probably disappointed in the things that they're doing because of the government that we have. So we want to put our hands together and become united as a state, as a country again, and push our government into being our protectors and helpers and things like that. We want to get back together. We want to be united, and the only way to be united is to, make the government work for us the way it was supposed to work for us, the way it was signed back in 1776, so that we could get our Constitution back, get our rights back. All these stuff that's been ratified and amended, throughout the history of the 250 years that we've been a country. We need to get back to that because life was much better back then in a lot of ways. Yeah, we might be progressing, but let's see where that goes. We might progress too fast, too far, and I don't call it progressing. I call it degressing because we've gone from being human beings to being machines. Hey, you want life to be easy? It's on its way. Pretty soon it's going to be nothing but robots and AI and every other thing in the world. we're still human. Everything that's out there is going to be doing everything for us. What's going to leave us for us to do? Discover new things, new worlds. That's the only thing that's left. So let's just try to be human, try to be American, and let's get back to it. So that's 14 times I said so. All right. Well, on a lighter note, I just broke wind. Yeah, tomorrow I'll break ice. And on the next Rick Rod show, we'll be able to have Rasta Man on here, and we'll be talking to him tonight. And so once we get him out there, we'll see you then, and we'll have some interesting things to talk about then, and how he's been able to make it further and further in life right now because of the help that he has from the humans that are here at Housing Matters in Santa Cruz, California. All right, have a great day. Have a great afternoon. God bless.